and the bead will form on the spine edge, not this side. So you see it from, no, you actually won't see it, but that doesn't matter. Okay. To sew this in-band, you need a core, like all in-bands. And I don't have, unfortunately, I had a huge spool of leather cord. And I got it up in Salt Lake, and I would just let students pull off, take a piece of cord. You didn't need to go buy your own cord. It's gone. I've had a hard time finding a good big spool to just have to let students pull some core off. So I had to go and get some new core. I'm more than happy for you guys to use some of this, but just so you know what I'm getting, I just went down to Michael, Roberts, Michael, all the same. And just a beading supply, you'll find like a leather, round leather cord. And that's what this is. And it doesn't have to be leather, it could be something like this. In fact, feel free to pass it around. It's kind of a craft cord. It's almost like a shoelace. And that comes in different sizes. Here's a black. Doesn't matter what color, that's leather. So just something that's relatively hard, not squishy, but flexible. It needs to be able to bend.
How thick?
Well, you know what? That's it. That can be variable. So more or less, it's kind of an aesthetic choice. You have a bigger book, maybe a little thick, rounder, little teeny book, a little bit smaller. So I'm going to stick with something like that. And I'll cut off 2 cores and then pass around again. Okay? So, to begin, let me back up. To begin, what you're going to do is just take some Xerox paper, go under the cans of printing ink there, grab a little bit of newsprint, and cut a bunch of strips. Just half-inch, inch wide. Just go on the guillotine and cut a bunch of strips like this, as in step 1. Okay, cut as many strips as you have sections, plus a few more. All right, then what you're going to do is put your book on a table, open it to the first section, find the middle where there's thread, and stick what am I calling these? A strip of paper in the middle of each section. Go to the next middle, stick a strip in. Next, strip, until you've flagged the entire book in the middle sections with strips of paper. And that's what this is. Now, I just happen to have some nice red paper in the lab, and that's what I used. This is absolutely fine. Don't think, oh, I remember Mark had really nice red cardstock. You don't, it's just craft paper. It flags it, you're going to rip it and throw it away. Then what you're going to want to do is pull all of these flags towards the foredge, so they're not back here towards the spine. So just in case that's where they ended up, pull them back and get your book so it's looking like this. Everybody follow me? Okay. Then just get some scrap binder's board for the sides again, so we can put it in the press and not mark the edges of the paper. And you're going to put it in the press. So the book looks like this. Open it up just wide enough so the book can slide down into the press. Yep.
The strips, you put them in the middle
Of each section. So look for the sewing thread, and then just put a strip of paper in it. Okay, now go ahead and put the book in a press like this, so that the spine is away from you, the foredge is facing you, and the strips are kind of just sticking out right up into your face. Okay? So it should look like that on your side. Right? Like picture what? Probably the next page. Yeah, picture 7. All right? Everybody feel good by that? Just tighten it up. And again, we're ready to go. And really all the type and all of the press, what it's doing is just simply, these boards are a little big. It's a third hand. Okay. Could somebody, would one of you just go